Okay, we are here with Training Without Borders. I'm Travis Best, and we got Angel Valenciano. It's 5/29, 2015. Our topic tonight is mindset, okay, and just different things that go along with mindset. I'd say, in the last week, um, I really learned a lot about mindset and focus, and that you have to focus on, you know, whatever it is you're learning or whatever it is you're promoting. You really got to focus on that, and you got to have the right mindset in order to maintain that focus. Angel, how you doing tonight?
I am doing great. Sorry, I had the other window open just to make sure that we are going live, and we are. So hello everybody. Travis and I are kind
Excellent.
of Angel Valenciano here from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. We are kind of more in this chill mode. It was a busy week. Did we have a couple webinars early? We had at least one yesterday.
Well,
Um,
we had Andy's last week and then another one this
Yeah,
week.
those were the
Uh,
VPS ones. Oh, it was I was doing more like spirituality hangouts, which is cool because our topic this week is mindset and everything. Um, but yeah, with the nice weather and everything, I've been spending a lot of time outside,
yeah.
enjoying the weather and things like that. So maybe that's why it's a bit of a late start. And heck, it's Friday. It's not the Thursday. But that's
EGIM.
because That's because yesterday what we had the VPS webinar of which was featuring Mr. Travis Best, which is really cool. Um, just kind of tying it, yeah. That's just briefly of what's going on. It's just been busy, spending a lot of time outside and doing a lot of kind of webinars, both marketing and mindset. Now, yeah, I'll just briefly say like the big umbrella of mindset. It's really funny because um, my very first mentor when I started out online was Jonathan Budd, and look him up. He's pretty darn good. And the thing is, that guy was moving at the. It's kind of similar, like Travis, when you say that I move really really quickly. Bye, Maddie. How I move pretty fast and at the speed of light, and like my mind just doesn't stop. That was very similar to when I was following Jonathan Budd way back in the day, even 5, 6, 7 years ago. It was long. It was a while ago, and I hopped into his opt-in list. I opted into his list, and the very first email that he sent out, it was a little longer. It was more of a training email. Hint, hint. Don't just send out something that says, "Hey, join my stuff." Put something of value. And this is something that struck home with me right in my heart, right from the get go. No matter if I was in debt, if I was failing, if I didn't know what the heck I was doing, right from the get go, I understood this one thing. And in his email, he said, this whole online marketing, this whole uh, this whole business that we're doing here online, it comes down to two things, and that is marketing. It comes down to mastery of two things: marketing, and we'll get into that just really briefly in a second. Mastering marketing sounds funny because that's what we're doing, and
Mm.
mastering mindset. And if you're like Travis and I, or like a lot of us in the home based business industry, that mindset thing really comes down to like, and we'll get down to the nitty gritty here, such things as finding or coming across books that were all about personal development and business building and like self development and self help. Don't you think, Travis? Like
Oh, absolutely.
that is where my mindset journey kind of started out with. I think it was the book. Well, it wasn't even, I won't even say that. I'm going to say it was a CD that my brother gave me, because when we first started in network marketing many years ago, even prior to 7 years, like this was why I say I've been in marketing for 7 to 10, even longer years.
Yeah.
Because we were doing an offline network marketing company, potions, lotions, and pills. It was it was in health and nutrition. But with that, my brother got a lot of these burned DVDs that are CDs that he wanted to hand out to his teammates. I joined my brother. He handed me. It's called uh, "The Strangest Secret" by
Hmm.
Earl Nightingale. Have you ever heard of "The Strangest Secret" by Earl Nightingale?
No.
Okay, I'll send you a. You can look it up. I don't know if I have like an actual burn. I have it somewhere. It's one of my cherished. You thought I was going to say Science of Getting Rich, but no. Where it all started, my whole, like, I was always spiritual, and I believed in a higher God, quote unquote, growing up, even from a little younger age. But my whole personal development and minds, like, that's where I kind of lump. It's kind of bad, but I'll lump, just because we're doing like marketing and business and stuff, I lump all this mindset stuff under personal development and almost like spiritual development. And for my journey started with "The Strangest Secret" by Earl Nightingale. Man, when I listened to that CD, that MP3, it blew my mind, because it was like always, it was something that I knew in my heart, law of attraction and things like that. I'm not going to get in, like, it kind of got bastardized over the years, but the law of attraction and theories like that, or truths, I'm going to say, I knew in my heart. But when I listened to Earl Nightingale's Strangest Secret, it kind of solidified things. It was like, wow, the stuff that I really know in my heart, this other person from, like, he was like from the 60s, even for that matter, 50s and 60s, or even young. Um, he's talking about the same stuff here. So, I'm just like, hey, it must be true. This stuff must work.
Yep.
So yeah, Strangest Secret, Earl Nightingale. Go get it, guys. Look it up. The guy's awesome.
I got to get a hold of that. If you've read it and
Yeah.
swear by it, then it's a must, man.
No, yeah, it's really good. It's similar to like Science of Getting Rich. So yeah, you anything on that, like, Travis, like, that's the one that hit home to me long time ago, 7+ years ago, is the one that I don't know. It's short too. It's only like 25 minutes, 30 minutes. It's really good, punchy, to the point. Yeah. What kind of hit home with you with mindset kind of things?
Well,
Books, CDs, MP3s, videos.
I got the Science of Getting Rich from you last year, about the end of the year. And I mean, I read through it kind of briefly. I didn't read the whole book. And then yesterday I started recapping on it. And I mean, that guy is one smart fella. I mean,
Waddles, I forget. Yes, Waddles, I think, right, or something.
something Waddles.
Yeah,
That's
I
with
forget his.
T's, not with D's.
Yeah.
um, basically, uh, there's something I'm trying to say here. Hold on, give me a second.
It's okay. It'll come to mind.
It'll come to me. Uh,
I'm gonna put this.
realistically, okay, there's no difference between um, a guy, the opportunities that a guy that is filthy rich has and the poorest guy on the side of the street. Everybody has the same opportunities. It just matters. It depends on whether or not you take those opportunities. And if you don't have wealth or, even capital, you can create capital in order to reinvest and create wealth. It's just a matter of using the resources that are available to you. Okay, now, nowadays, being the internet as we're using, okay, you can start out for free, get the knowledge you need for free, okay, to create capital, and then turn around and turn that capital into wealth. Okay, if you have not read The Science of Getting Rich, I recommend that book strongly. I'm only a fraction of the way, and honestly, I was reading that book clear through dialysis, and all the way up until this webinar, I made it to page 27, and once I get off the webinar, I'm going to go right back to the book.
Yeah. Do you have the audiobook also? I know the link that I usually give to my list and network.
Well, it was a small, just a little short audio version, but it wasn't the book.
Oh, yeah, I think, okay. If you speak a little bit on that, I'm gonna put the link in our little
in the chat.
In the chat. I think the Facebook group chat thing is all hooked up.
Okay.
Science of Getting Rich. Yeah, I know there's the little demo or like the intro.
Yeah.
Also, though, there is, if you look on the links on that little page that I made, it has a link to the audio, and it has the link to the book, the PDF also.
I probably just looked right over it, because there was actually, now that I think about it, there's two links. The one for the audio probably, and then the PDF.
I'll put it on the I'll put it in the chat, or well, first I'll put it in our group. It's in our chat right there. Oops.
Okay. So, I don't know, mindset, it's a real big subject that a lot of people overlook, and really you can't overlook it. You've got to have the right mindset in order to run an online business. You've got to have the right mindset, and if you don't, you're going to be spinning your wheels. Pierce, welcome, my friend.
Is Pierce there? I'm just
How are you tonight?
Mr. Pierce.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
It's a little faint. Is there a microphone that you're using or whatever that can get closer to you?
I'm not using a microphone. I just got a poor laptop.
Okay, that's all right. Like Travis was saying, we use whatever is at our disposal at any particular point in time. Use it.
Yeah.
Even on that aspect, like we're talking about mindset tonight, and strengthening your mind, and like the one with the strong mind is the one that can actually succeed in business, life, and anything else we do. But just as what you were talking about, or like say you're saying you got like an older laptop or whatever that you're using, Pierce, or even Travis, you're saying in the Science of Getting Rich, it does say like you can raise, like even if you have zero. It's weird, but I'm not even gonna say it's weird anymore. It's the truth. Even if you have $0 in your pocket, it's a mindset that actually gets you out of, hey, I have $0 here. How can I raise capital? Now, I'm just from experience, because a lot of newbies, or even longtime marketers, or newbies, or whoever in my network recently are saying, oh, I have zero money, or I have this, or I have that, or I don't have that, or you have a bigger list, and I can't believe it. And Pierce, this is not, this is like other, honestly, like a handful of other people that I'm working with these days. And I'm saying, okay, go in your basement, or go and just check out all the junk and the crap and the comic books and the CDs and the even old clothes, or the in your basement, in your attic, or whatever. Now, there's this thing called eBay or Kijiji or Craigslist. You can easily post, and even if you sell things at $5,
Have a
$10,
garage sale.
$20, like honestly, VPS is $97, and I'm saying, can you get 4 of your friends to lend you $25? This is for the one-time. This is for the one-time offer thing that we were doing, like the one-time payment deal. And I'm like, can you hustle for 3 days and get 4 friends to hand you $25 and say, hey, in a week or 2 time, I'm going to make 2 sales or I'm going to make 4 sales and pay everyone back. Like, I don't know about you, but that's what I kind of did. Like, I don't know, I'm not going to get into specifics of what I did, even to get into high ticket, programs that we're working with here. Because I certainly didn't have like $2, $3, $4, $5,000, but I do have a mind and I know how to generate capital. So I know, oh my God, I can feel the passion again. But I'm just saying, as silly as a $99 one-time deal to get into the VPS, which is like one of the most, well, Travis can speak for it, and even Pierce or myself, it is the system that we are working with, and it is the system that is producing us the best results. Now, we have to pay $97 a month. It's going like there. I don't know when the special is on or off or whatever. It only comes like in a blue moon. But I was just, and I got really passionate and almost into the anger state. I'm like, do you have 4 friends? Do you have 2 friends that can lend you $50 each? 4 friends that can lend you 25? Do you have a stink load of CDs that you don't listen to anymore, and you can go down to the corner store and generate, or like the pawn shop, and generate even $20 to $50? I was giving so many ideas to these people, and they're still like, oh, I have no money, or you have a bigger list, and or you can sell the affiliate product for $20 and generate. I'm like, I'm not any more special than anyone else. I'm just hitting the right things on the keyboard and using my mind and my will to generate funds. I don't know about you guys, but it works. You can generate. Go ahead, Travis.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah.
basically, touching on what you're saying is everybody's presented with the same opportunities. If you take, okay, say you're wealthy, right? As long as if I start out dirt poor, I take the same steps you did in order to generate capital to turn it into wealth. It will work the same for me as it does for you, as long as I follow the same steps you took.
It's
That's
a
the way
science.
it goes.
Yeah,
It's
like
science. Getting rich, exactly.
but even
Sorry
that.
to interrupt you.
No, it's not. It's like it's always an open discussion here. Just to tidy up on that fact there. It's and it's science of getting rich, and it's mindset, and it's like this, like if you don't believe true in your heart. Now, I was at the 98% belief. This stuff works. I have a strong mind. I can generate that. I went year after year after year after year, still failing to do this stuff. It's a very intangible thing, guys, and this is for all the viewers out there at home. The most intangible thing is the belief, the true belief in yourself and in the systems that you're working and the methods that you're doing, that it will work. There's so many. There's even a handful of people that I still work with every day. I can tell that they don't believe true in their heart 1,000,000% that stuff that we do online here works, because I know they don't believe it, because even when I'm showing them $100 proofs, $50 days, even a $10 sale here and there, $1,000 sale, I'm showing them the proof. I'm saying, follow what I'm doing, and they say, oh, if I use that traffic source, is it going to work? How fast does it work? Am I going to get a sale next week? I'm like, good God, I did it. Travis did it. Pierce does it like in different systems. Lindsay whips off sales left, right. Like we all are whipping off sales following a simple process. So now it took a little bit of like, oh my God, I got that $5 sale. Then my mind kind of it edged a little bit closer. Yeah, but whatever. If you just keep at it, eventually that click in your mind, it goes, yup, this stuff works. Yes, I'm gonna generate $100. I'm gonna generate $5,000. I'm gonna start I'm on my way to my $1,000,000. And guess what happens? The following couple days, the following week, the following month, it starts trickling in, doesn't it, Travis? Like
That's a fact.
it starts with the mind. Like
Well, honestly, that was in the beginning when we first started with VPS. I wasn't too successful at it in the very beginning. I was kind of discouraged after my first couple of days. I wasn't even seeing any opt-ins, and that was because I wasn't following the system, okay? And another part of that is I didn't have the mindset. You know, you kept
scrounging
telling.
still. Yeah, it felt still like scrambling. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Like you kept telling me, you've got to get your mind right, man. Get your mind right. Train your brain to think this will work. Know it'll work, and have faith this will work, and just stay focused on it. And next thing you know, 8 days later, I'm 5 sales deep, man, and I was flabbergasted, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember when you showed. I was like, for real? I'm like, oh, awesome.
Yeah, Lindsay's here now.
All
Nice.
right.
Ah, we
Good
got the
topic
whole
and good
gang.
guest to have on today. Um, we'll get
Well,
to Lindsay in 2 seconds, just because Pierce has been on with us for just a little bit longer. That's wicked hair, by the way, Lindsay.
that is,
Um,
man.
but before we get to Lindsay, Pierce, just any general ideas on mindset? Like I know, and again, this is busted open. It's authentic. It's training without borders. And I'm not going to go into full-on detail, but I know you've been going through a little bit of a struggle here and there, trying to get your wheels turning again. Um,
Well,
in general, like, that's where your situation is right now, but what do you think, or what, amongst all of us even, what can we do to help you, or where's the mind at, and what do you think we can do here? Or
oh, no,
even, like, what have you had as success in the past also, like,
no, things are fine. I had a bit of a negative bug up my butt. Not to delve too deeply into it, but you get had the old issues throughout the life. Been dealing with a lot of different things, and I learned a long time ago that positive thought and the positive practice of thought and that personal belief that it's possible that you can do it. Now, to touch on something you said earlier, it was the belief system. And it's not that people don't believe that you're making money. It's that proof in the pudding that's in their personal pocket, and that it's a stepping stone of structured belief. Where it's hard for a lot of people to simply jump both feet in going, it's going to work. And to be honest, I mean, for a lot of people, it may not work exactly as great as you'd want. But the only way you'll know is if you try. And that's part of that belief structure is you simply got to go, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And for me, it was a very much similar thing. I had the big crash that I had. It was not only online. I had some family offline things, just growing pains, kid in high school. Nothing serious, nothing major. Just a head trip for me. And for the past couple of months, as we've mentioned before, all my websites have had problems. The team script crashed. The hosting just couldn't get the technical help required. And honestly, I was down to that bottom crashing budget, no nothing. My heart just sank, and just like,
Oh, yeah.
after 12 years of trying to, push the button, get over those few hundred, few thousand, or whatever a month, but never really clicking on, as like Angelus and Travis are saying, all of a sudden it just worked. That was happening, and then it crashed out, and that was a few months ago, and then just a few weeks ago, the family thing, and it can play with your belief structure of, can it really work? Should I try? Do I want to try again? And yeah, and so yesterday I did the positive process thought clicked back in, and I shook it off, and woke up this morning again ready to go. And that's really was for me, was that before my son was born, I had basically living on the street. We'll go after that. I didn't want to anymore. I was like, there's got to be something better. What can I do that I'm not doing? It's my responsibility because it's me. There's nobody holding my hand and all that other kind of type thing. It's not the government's fault for not supplying whatever. It's not the doctor's fault for giving me the wrong medications or blah, blah, blah. And I took on an approach where I went and read books and learned stuff about how the brain works and other those type of things. Watched how other successful people were using their personal practices, and then finding ones that worked for me. And it took time. Things take a little longer than many of us want to put it in. And if you're willing to say, I really want this, and if it takes you 5 years, well, then if you get it, then you get it. If it takes you 10, well, it has to start somewhere. And if you don't believe that you can do it, if you don't have that mental strength to say, I'm going to continue, after 100 people saying no, I don't want to buy it, I don't want to spend any money, if you can't go for one more, then you're never going to make it past that point. You have to be willing to take a lot of no's and a lot of upsets and a lot of, I thought you were going to buy that, to make those better sales. And if you structure yourself, as Angel and Travis and we were doing, and getting the system helping you, that can alleviate a lot of your own pressures that I can't do this. Because you're learning that the system is helping you to do it. And that's sort of where we're at. I got the websites back up. I put my system back in place. Kind of doing that old 30-day challenge to say, hey, I need to make my hosting in 1 month.
That's it.
What do I got to sell? What do I got to do? And if you don't have enough for whatever you want, choose something that you can do. Do what you know is going to work, and push the button and go. And action loves action. This is something else about money, is if money has a personality,
Totally.
your pocket
Yeah.
is angry. Money being spent is happy. It's like, look what I can do. And although we want to make more money so we can call it that profit, you still have to, in an economy, in a society, in anything, that money has to be in action for it to be able to come back to you with more money. So you're sending your little army dollars out there to try to capture more dollars. Bring those more dollars to your side, but you got to send them back out to bring more in. And that's a lot of people don't want to spend money, and so I don't have any money. As you were saying, I got $0. Well, okay, that's great. I go collect bottles. I did the garage sales. I did sell a bunch of tools. I did a bunch
That's
of
it. Yeah. See,
and
yeah, you know how to do it.
it can be done. Yes, there are a lot of economies out there and people in a lot of places that don't have the same abundance, let's call it, of things that are just around that we can build money. And also, if you're struggling with that, but I gotta come up with United States dollars. And I live in Canada right now. I got to come up with $120 to get 100 American. So if you're living in a country where you got to come up with a lot of your dollars to make up your 100 American dollars, that's understandable. So you have to start somewhere and work your way up until you can afford. Take small steps. Use what you got. Make $50 a month. Make $100 a month. Make $200 a month. Just do your best to keep increasing and increasing until you have a budget that can support your online activities. You can pay for your fees, you can pay for the opportunities you want to be in, and you can pay for your advertising. Because if you cannot afford your advertising, you're not going to get enough traffic to make enough sales. So either you're putting in your personal time at 12, 24-hour days, or you're spending the money to get that done. And if you can overcome those obstacles in that course of mind mapping your way up through your progress, you'll do okay.
Totally. Yeah, that was really good. That was such a good broad spectrum of kind of everything. Like you touch upon a lot of what Travis and I talk in week in and week out. Talk about week in and week out. I love your hustle, like Pierce. Like that's what I was talking about. Like even a couple weeks back, you're saying, "Yep, no, I'm just collect bottles, bring back old beer bottles, beer cans, whatever, man. Like whatever it takes to see. That's the strong-willed mind. And even where you're at right now, again, we won't go into like all the gory details of like personal life or anything, but you, similar to Travis and similar to Lindsay for that matter, because I know I've talked to all you guys personally. We've been in the game for a long, long time. Did we always make the thousands? Nope. Did we fail and go into debt? Yup. Was there tears of heartache? Definitely. But I'm 1,000,000% sure that in even the last 6 months, for all of us, combined and separately, we're on the right track. Is it still the thousands, a day, a month, or whatever? Not just yet, but I know I know I've broken through. Travis is on he's just right. He's at that like 99.6792. Yeah, he's right there. Cause like meaning breaking through is like that. Holy crap! Like it does work. My hard work it's paid off. I'm floating now. I'm sustained. I'm doing it, and it's work. Like that's to me. That's when I say you break through. A lot of the breakthrough also is like you go through a heck of a lot of pain for like a month or two or three in a row. So Pierce, I'm not. I know I didn't Skype this to you that other time, but I'll just say it to you right now. And this is something that Angie said to me just in January, February. She goes, "Hang in there, buddy. I know, we've been friends for a long time, and I know you've been following my teachings and et cetera, and you've been doing your own thing also. I've been following you, your breakthrough." And I said, "Angie, why do I wake up every morning crying like a little schoolgirl? Because everything is like, I put so much time, money, and energy into all of this, and I go, I still don't really see the huge payoff." She goes, "It's just around the corner, Angel." She goes, "Hold on just a little bit longer. It's right there." Guess what happened the next week? Guess what happened the next month? $1,000 sales, $100 sales, mini evergreen sales, like the $10 AIOP sales, $50. They just started flowing in. And there's the mystical thing in the universe. And maybe it was that from Angie. I go, my God, that's one person that believes in me. And that was, like, not that I didn't believe in myself, and not that I didn't know that my friends, family, and other people didn't believe in me, but by her personally saying to me, "Angel, you're right there. Hold on. It's coming." She goes, "It's always like this before she goes, "It happened to me. I was $30,000 in debt. I cried like a little schoolgirl, like for like months on end, and then I kept on going. She goes, I kept on doing my videos, I kept on doing my marketing, and then it just broke. So Travis, you're right. You're on that bubble is just breaking. Pierce, what you told me, that's exactly the same. Like not the exact physical stuff, but it's the exact feeling that I went through not even 2, 3, 4 months ago. It's the same thing, guys. Um, Lindsay, are you there, man? We got to get you piped in here too. Or did you just want to put your little picture there?
Hey,
Hey, Lindsay,
I'm here.
where are you?
Welcome.
Wisconsin?
I'm in Wisconsin now.
All right. The floor is yours, man. Topic tonight is mindset. So even more specifically, what did you do over the last week that keeps you in the game? That little tips here and there. Like Travis and I were reviewing the science of getting rich and going through a little bit of the concepts in that. That's what's been keeping us going this last little week. Pierce has been hit a little road bump, but he said he just woke up this morning, you know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to go. Yourself, Lindsay, how are things, and what's mindset-wise? What things have you been doing, and like what are the results, even that it crosses over into even your marketing and life and business?
Well, this last week has been strange because of what happened the week before. I think everybody here knows that I'm all about some OneCoin, and I'm not here to push that, but all our
Amen.
leaders.
It's open and authentic. It is training without borders. You can spill anything you want, man. Like honestly, this is the open forum that you can speak freely on whatever you want, man.
Just to bring everybody, kind of up to speed with where I'm at. All our leaders in OneCoin went to Dubai.
I know.
Yeah, like Kevin was there. Kevin was there.
I know. That's so awesome.
And he, I was getting news, over the conference call, and while everybody was over there, they didn't have real good Wi-Fi. And Kevin, every now and then, would be able to check in on Facebook, but basically, Curtis, who's like, he's not even on my team. He's under Kevin, but he's like my brother. Okay, he's under Kevin, but we're next to each other. But we've known each other for a while, and so basically, I was like Uncle Lindsay, taking care of his team, my team, even Kevin's, the rest of Kevin's team. Basically, I ended up in charge, and I was like the unofficial admin.
I gave you the keys to my car too, so like you're kind of in charge of my account. And as soon as I get it all, straightened out and upgraded, then.
I've got good news for you too.
Okay.
That promotion where I told you set a goal, set a date, set a deadline, and you did. Well, the promotion has been extended until the 12th, so that takes a little of the rush off.
Okay.
But
good.
It's really a good thing, because they did that because the credit card processors are in transition. And people can't join as easily, and there's a lot of people on the fence who would join if they had credit cards in every country. I mean, we're talking in Europe, Russia, everywhere. But anyway, outside of that, in the meantime, I've been introduced to Angie. I've got into VPS. I've got. Okay, check this out too. You didn't know this. I don't even know what you know about what we're doing over here. Not one, but two separate prospecting systems that are pretty much exclusive to our team. Now, the one you may have seen, the 22 Social one. I showed it to Travis at one point. I even warned him. I'm like, don't click the join button because it's not going to put you under Angel. Do not click that button. But I wanted him to see it because 22 Social is kind of a cool thing. Yes. It could, in a way, replace the need for external capture pages and even WordPress. But I don't necessarily trust the framework yet.
Okay.
There's some things about it I don't understand, and I haven't upgraded it. So you may have more abilities on the upgraded level, but 22 Social is a pretty freaking cool app. But we've got this one system that's built around that, and then we've got another system that a friend of mine who actually is here in Wisconsin created, and it seems to be GDO based. His auto response. He was in Pure Leverage and in Power Network. You might know the guy, Angel. I don't know. His name's Chad Van Norman. He's been a full-time internet marketer since like 2000. I think he said 2004. Anyway, he's in TEs. I never knew it. He knows John Bell. He promotes CTP. I never knew all that. And I told him just today we were talking on the phone. I told him that me and Erica met on CTP. Did you know that?
I knew that, yeah. Like, yeah, Erica, and when I started talking to her a little bit more, she said, yeah, I met she goes, it's not all that bad because I met my husband there. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, that's
every
cool.
time I talk bad about Tim Tech, she reminds me of that. She's like, if it wasn't for them, we never would have met.
You would have met anyways, I'm sure of it.
It's the universe.
Yeah.
But as far as like mindset goes, my mindset has had to adjust and adapt very quickly, and I'm actually struggling with that. I've actually been listening to some audio stuff, some stuff I could actually share with the group. I suppose it's a Dropbox. There's a Dropbox file.
Any kind of links and stuff, I kind of recap and I'll put them out on the internet somewhere. So yeah, just share links later. And
the downside of this is if you don't have a paid Dropbox account, it's too big to download.
Okay, well, we'll figure something out.
You might could download it piece by piece. I created a separate Dropbox account because mine's almost full, and then I moved it over to my fake Dropbox. Okay, this thing is 3.7 gigabytes. A free Dropbox account is only 2 gigabytes, so it's instantly like you have to upgrade now. And it still lets me listen to the audios and stuff, but it's an incredible file. This guy, one of the guys that he's somewhere on Kevin's team. He's not even on my team, but he spent like $4,500 and spent like a week to 10 days going to Eric Worre stuff. This guy lives right outside of Las Vegas, and he's got all these audios from an introductory cold calling weekend seminar, where after that they went straight to an Eric Worre GoPro seminar where he recorded everything live. So there's like background noise and stuff. So it's like you're sitting there in the audience. You really have to tune in to hear it. And then the mastery level pro course you pay extra for. You know, even Tony Robbins does those. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive just to go to these guys. To hear these guys talk, it's just like you can sell your house and you might get to go hear these guys. But
they're smart marketers, aren't they? Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, they're big time.
Business.
But what they're out there selling is how to build a network marketing business and how to cold call leads. And oh my gosh, it's like I haven't even run into an upsell yet in these. I've had so many audios that lead to upsells, so many webinars that lead to upsells. But these are just straightforward, like how do you talk to somebody on the phone? The first audio in the thing, this guy is talking about how he was calling 40, 50 people a day, and he's done so well in more than one company. He's bought his brother's dream car. Okay, he didn't buy it for his brother; he bought it for him, like to rub it in his brother's face. Like, I told you so. He made fun of me for network marketing, douchebag. His whole family's been in real estate, you know, And so it's a funny story when he tells it, but the idea is, this is what he said. It really struck home. I could drive that car around town and be like, "Hey, you like that car? You want to hear the story about how I got it?" Tell them a little bit of the story, and hey, don't you want to join my business? Sure, I can get signups all day like that. But what's my prospect going to do? Go rent a Ferrari or a Maserati and drive it around recruiting people? It's not duplicatable. It's all about duplication. If they can't duplicate it, it doesn't fit into this system. Now when it comes to internet marketing, when it comes to affiliate marketing, more precisely, that doesn't come into play. If you're an affiliate marketer, you don't have to know anybody. They buy stuff, you don't know who they are. Now, you capture leads, that's great. You can try to market them other stuff too. But even if you don't market leads, you can go, okay, check this out. Has anybody ever seen the Plenty of Fish marketing system? The dating site.
The dating, like, I haven't seen it recently, but I know that dating, well, heck, whatever, pornography, dating, and music, they know how to market. Like,
okay, listen to this. Plenty of Fish is like Facebook for dating. Mm-hmm. Anybody can get on. Anybody can talk to anybody. All right. You don't have to upgrade to talk to people you want to talk to. You can just talk to people. And it's like almost unheard of in the industry because every other dating site wants you to upgrade to even say hello to somebody. To say, I think you're cute. Hey, we're not far away. Let's go out and have dinner. You can't even do that without spending $30 a month or $90 a month or whatever. Plenty of Fish has a PPC system set up similar to Facebook.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
All right. Yeah. So you send these ads out. Are you 29 and single? Well, of course they are. They're on Plenty of Fish and they're 29 years old because they told Plenty of Fish they're 29 years old. If they're 30, the ad says, "Are you 30?" I mean, it's like crazy. I mean, if you really plugged into that.
Yeah.
If you really plugged into that, if you were into, the paid ads and you didn't want to meet the people, you just wanted them to spend money, there's one place to go.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at building relationships. I'm looking at building a list at the same time, and then building a relationship through the list, like Angie and Benty's. But I'm looking for that one-on-one connection. I'm looking for how do we relate, and mindset-wise, that opens me up in a lot of ways. But see, I'm still a joker. I kid around a lot. So here I am. I'm like international stand-in admin for a week, and I'm still a jokester. I can't stop that. I'm still sarcastic. You ask a stupid question, I'm probably going to respond in a very sarcastic manner and make you feel like an idiot. Just like I was a manager at the pizza place, like I was for a while, and I got into this industry to get away from that. But I'm still a smartass. It's just, that's who I am. And what's funny is that the people I'm a smartass to, if they don't completely write me off and block me, I'm better friends with them.
Yeah.
They understand that they can come to me one-on-one without me throwing them under the bus in public. If they ask a stupid question in public, I'm probably going to answer them in public and make them feel like an idiot. But I've made a lot of good friends and built some relationships with that attitude, and it's great because that's straight up, that's law of attraction right there.
It's your personality, man.
Exactly. If I don't pick on you, I don't like you.
Yeah.
No, but on that tip, Lindsay, on like that's amazing stuff that you kind of again, we're all on fire tonight. Something's in the air. But yeah, because you touched on a lot of things there too. But just on that last little bit, what that, like, with the mindset theme of tonight and everything, it's very confidence building. Or here, I'll just say it this way: when you are yourself, and you just said it there, the law of attraction. When you're yourself, and you actually do not, it's the whole Bruce Lee, care without caring, or do without doing, or like you just care without caring. If you can do stuff true to yourself, hey, this is the way I am, and I don't care what other people think. And it sounds weird that way, but guys, if you can click that in your mind and
Right.
just like do what you want to do, obviously don't harm anyone, no killing anybody, not making, like, I know you joke, or like you make people feel bad, but like in the joking manner, that's your, that's your theme, that's the way you are. But I'm just saying, like, if you don't like forcefully go out there and hurt, harm, or like really like make someone feel bad, other than that, heck, do anything. Honestly, do what you want to do, and don't care what other people think, and be yourself. And guess what happens? Again, right? Law of attraction. You'll start attracting jokesters, people who are sarcastic, people who understand the way you speak,
Yes.
people who understand your, like, on all tips. Like, we're a very dynamic bunch here, like across the board on the panel. But I know there's one common theme, is that we are all lighthearted. We all work hard. We're all passionate about our business, our systems, the stuff that we're doing, and we all love our family. And we're all jokesters too. But I know there's a reason why there's four of us here. And then sometimes, when Magic Mo comes on, or even if Erica comes on, or Karen, like some of the older Rude Boy crew, and when we all resonate with the same message. We're passionate about our stuff. We love our, like, the systems that we do, and we care about the betterment of ourselves, our own personal development, and especially our families. That's what an underlying theme that I've seen in all of us. And guess what? When I created TAO Life Tribe and Rude Boy Marketing in this whole kind of, community, that's exactly on every one of my headings, on every one of my posts, on when I first started, and it's still there. That's what I shoot for. I want people that are passionate, that want to leverage systems, leverage technology, do network marketing, MLM, all that kind of stuff, business building, but resonate with my message. And guess what happens? One by one, people started getting attracted to me. And guess what? Like, going back to even the beginning of our conversation here today. Remember when, Travis, and we were talking about raising capital, or raising your network, or building your network if you have zero?
Yeah.
That's how I did it, guys. It started with my brain. It started with, what do I like? I like the way Jonathan Budd, Jason Moffat, Katie Freeling, Angie Long, I like the way these people operate. I'm going to portray the same exact thing in my marketing, in my message out there, and see what happens. And guess what? 6 months, 8 months later, like, we have a small team amongst all of us that one that resonates with me, which I'm really happy with.
But
And
it's a solid team.
yeah, and then it follows suit amongst all of us, and I'm really proud of all of us. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we started late. It is Friday. I'm gonna go out and party. No, I'm not party. I'm gonna go out and check out the music scene again down at the local pub. But just so that, like, well, just another 5-10 minutes here. Let's go around the board, and let's just say our final thoughts for our quick little train. It's been still an hour. Hey, Travis, we started like 9:30ish. Not bad. Pretty good. It's feeling way more relaxed. But yeah, Travis, we'll go with you. Like, let's just go around the board. Like, one little last thing on mindset, and now, as we always do here, Training Without Borders, what's the things that you're looking forward to in the next week and the next month coming up, and how can you use, like, say, your mindset to propel you through the next month?
Okay, mindset. I'm just focusing on VPS and ERI. My mindset is completely focused on those this month. We've got a 30-day challenge for virtual profit systems, and my goal is for 60 sales in VPS. That's 2 a day. That's one big goal, man. But
that's what I'm shooting for.
no, I think if I stay focused and I build my list and I communicate with my email list, I think I might be able to get at least half of that. Another thing I want to touch on is a program I've been testing for about the last 3 weeks is a program called My Email Mentor, and I'm not sure where it's going, but you have to reach $400 in commissions in order to get paid, and I have broken that level tonight. I'm just over $400 now. So as of the 25th, they claim to pay on the 25th of every month for the previous month. So we'll see what happens on the 25th. If all goes well, I'm expecting that to be a great accelerator for VPS, as we can use the funds from that to do the co-op every month for VPS. Now, I mean, all of this relates to focusing on VPS. That is just one stream of income to propel VPS. That's not another program I'm focusing on. It's simply to propel my main business. I will keep everybody posted on how that goes and what the outcome of it is. I don't expect anything big, but we'll see what happens,
Cool.
Okay, focus. That's all I gotta say. You gotta focus, man.
Hey,
Let's kick ass. 3-day challenge, man.
We started this year with the TZAC challenge.
Yeah.
You know how that turned out. The Rude Boys were on top once again, but yeah. So focus started our year off, and now that we're heading into June, like focus is the thing again. So Pierce, like last thing on mindset, where you're at, and then where you're headed in the future, the next week, and then going into the next month.
Well, first thing is never give up, never surrender. If you find yourself in a slump, let yourself be in a slump, but you got to turn it over quicker. Let yourself feel bad for a night or two, but then get back to it. That's that never give up kind of type thing. For me, it's again, I've got most everything set back up. I'm working on editing my AWeber emails, which is, for me, it's like reading a book. So it's pushing through that editing process. Waiting to hear back from my script guy to see how to connect the pages that I've added so they'll show up in the members area. And once those two things are done, I'm pretty sure it's ready to promote again.
Cool.
So that's sort of what I'm shooting for.
Yeah. Well.
And promote that. Hopefully over the next month or two. Same thing as Travis and Angel and Lindsay here. You set your system up, you put it into play, you have to give it enough time, and then adjust and make more.
Awesome. Yeah, totally. Like, as far as like the relationship between you and me, Pierce, it almost started about a year, almost exactly a year ago, around May, June-ish. The One for All team.
Yep.
I was like, hey, this is a wicked little, a little simple team building program here. This is awesome. And honestly, like you said, it's build, and then we were like, oh my God, it's almost there. And then like the rug was pulled out underneath us. But like you said there, man, never give up. And I'm very excited to see, because now it's like it's One for All, and it's Spin My Link, and it's Spin My Banner. So you got a couple of things there, a couple of sub programs within that whole thing that's really good, and I'm excited. I've never given up on One for All team and with your programs there, Pierce. So it's because it's valuable, and when it does like officially get really stable and everything, hey, starting June, and for the following year, it's going to be. I know it's going to be mind blasting, and a lot of good things that we can offer other than VPS and all our other kind of systems and everything. That's obviously one of the go-to things that we can lead our list to and help train them. Lindsay, my friend, you you're finishing it off here, finishing off the Rude Boy Crew thing, Training Without Borders. So yeah, just your mind. It seems like you're kind of all over the place, but I know that things are gonna get tidy up really well. I know you're focusing, and so yeah, what you kind of went over everything before, but yeah, just like the future. What does the future, the next week, and then the next month feel like? Actually, next week is next month, so heck,
Yeah.
what's next month feel like to you, man?
Next month is going to be my best month ever.
Yeah.
Okay. Without throwing numbers around, I don't. We've got hosting and we've got websites and we've got domains, and I need to organize. Okay. I don't know if you tuned into what we were talking about before you came in and put the link up, per se. But I was asking about mind mapping and this, that, and the other, and Angie and Ben recommended a particular site for mind mapping. Have you ever mind mapped, Angel?
I do it in my own way, in my own little way. I don't have. I know Amish Shah, like when I was doing tribe building, like Tribe 500.
Right.
He has a mind map. I bet you're gonna say the same thing. It doesn't come to mind right now, but there's this crazy program that you just log into and you like drag and drop and like these big circles and squares and you draw the lines. Yeah.
Yes.
What I do.
I was trying to explain that to the other guys there.
No, I know how it works.
They weren't sure exactly what I meant. I don't think.
It's called.
I think Pierce had a better idea, but
in just like a quickly on my side, it's called brain dumping, and I've been doing it since I was like 2 years old, and that's where Scribble Ninja comes from, and that's why I like drawing. That's why I have notebooks, and that's why I draw everything out. Even if it comes out in pictures, shapes, colors, numbers, lists, whatever. I just spend half my day writing stuff out because my brain, Lindsay, you're saying it's a little disorganized or whatever. Dump it.
Yeah.
That's why meditation, yoga, and like I'm gonna go into the mindset like really briefly. Meditation, yoga, long walks, nature, walking the dog, and mind mapping and mind dumping, just brain dumping everything daily. What that does is you go out, you dump everything onto a pad of paper or in a piece of paper or the program. You know, click and drag, and you can make your circles and squares and all that stuff. You go outside for a bit, you come back, and when you look at it, something mysteriously happens. You go, oh my God, that's connected to that, and if I focus only on this one piece, that connects to this, and it all works out, man. Like,
look, I took Erica to the doctor, right? And I had this little pad of paper that's like not even 3.5 by 5. And I'm sitting there. I took up 3 sheets of paper while she was in the doctor's office.
Mm-hmm. Just
trying to draw to what's in my head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was like I came up with so many ideas. I'm like, Erica, Traffic Guru needs a savings and coupon section. Yeah. And she's like, you're right. And I'm like, yes, mind mapping. It works. Life. I just spoke it into existence. Now it's got to become reality. It's got to be manifest. But outside of everything else we've got going on, I got to get organized. And through my organization there you go. That's a mind map, guys. That's a mind map.
This is top secret stuff, so I'm going to go quickly.
That is a Angel Valenciano official crazy in your face mind map.
Well, actually, it's from Bob Proctor. It's like a laminate Bob Proctor thing, and I just changed it so it says TAO Life Tribe.
How do I get one of those from Bob Proctor?
You go to his seminar because he's from Toronto, and I went 4 years ago or whatever. Oh
Get
yeah,
out
yeah.
of town.
See, there he is, right there. Like Bob Proctor, like
Yes.
talk about mindset and stuff.
Oh, dude, he was one of the featured speakers in The Secret.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
is he's top notch law of attraction guru. But no, the point I'm getting to is this next week, this next month is manifestation. It's where we put the thoughts into action on the paper and onto the internet,
Mhm.
and
You got it, buddy.
it's gonna happen.
So
I
happy.
mean, it. This is it right here. It's like I'm not even concerned about how am I gonna pay for this or that in a month. There's
Yes,
not even a
you're.
question.
Yeah.
It's done.
I love.
It's
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and well, thank you very much, Lindsay. Just I'm gonna say this. Everybody on the board tonight, you know how Angie said, "Angel, hang in there. Your breakthrough is coming." Like, and it's coming next week. Is essentially what she said. Everybody tonight, especially in this little tie-up section, has spoken about things that I personally was going through in my brain before Angie said, "Angel, it's gonna hit." Meaning, yeah, the mind mapping thing, the brain overloaded, the hitting rock bottom, the just like going at it like Travis, they're just going, and like shit's not it's not working, and then it just works. Like like every single one of you guys, and so happy like that. That's law of attraction right there. That's instant manifestation.
it
But
is.
everybody, I'm not no word of a lie. Every single topic that you guys touched on tonight, even for that matter, is what I went through. Not even I'm gonna be honest that I went through in March. No, in February, March. And that's when I was like, my God, this stuff's not working. Oh my God, oh this came up. Oh my, and I'm like, Angie, yeah, what the heck am I like? She's like, don't worry. She goes, it's a rite of passage. I swear to God, guys. This most painful, confusing. Oh my God, I have so many ideas and I don't even know how to like. It's a rite of passage. I swear to
Yep.
God. I'm gonna say what Angie said to me. Every single one of you guys, June is gonna be the biggest month of all of your careers. I'm not
Yep.
gonna lie. I know it is. And
Bring it.
by crook, I'm gonna make it that way.
We all got each other for backup, man. Let's do this.
Totally.
Let's do it.
All right. So we have 3 minutes until 11 p.m. I still have to eat.
Ah.
And I still gotta get my way down to the gyms tonight. But I want to thank every single one of you guys that came on here tonight. We are like the genesis of Rude Boy Marketing, TAO Life Tribe here. On top of like even our own separates. That's the thing. Like what I love about like our community, like even us four. Just speaking of us four here, we go out and do our own thing. And even usually once a week, Travis and I sit here and we just reflect and we just teach the stuff. And I'm glad that Pierce and you, Lindsay, are coming on more frequently now, because you guys, we go out into the marketplace and do our thing. You're OneCoin this, and Pierce, you're doing your hosted sites and all your stuff. And Travis is getting into like he's always into like the traffic and the funnels, kind of just figuring out new ones. And where do you think I get my secrets? I just let Travis go and find them, and then I'm like, oh yeah, let's work
Anything
on it.
traffic, man. I'm into. I'll research
Yeah.
anything traffic.
Totally. But that's what I love. Like we go out for the week or the 2 weeks, we go and do our own thing, then we can reconvene here and share our knowledge. And that's what I love the most about our little community here. So everybody, I hope you picked up something of value. Thank you very much, because time is our #1 commodity. We only have 24 of those measly little hours. Everyone's handed those 24 hours, unless you're 6 feet under. Everyone's handed 24 hours in a day. It's what you choose to do with them that determines what's going to happen tomorrow, the next week, and the following month, and the following year. So I appreciate the time that you guys spend with us, like for all the viewers out there.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. So, one time, this is Angel Valenciano from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Thank you very much, guys. Training Without Borders, May 29th. I'm going to hit the button. I got to go in.
Travis Best, Lewiston, Idaho.
Pierce from Victoria, right?
Victoria, BC, Canada.
And Lindsay.
From Appleton, Wisconsin.
Appleton. Okay, I got it right.
Yeah.
Appleton. All right. Peace. Namaste. We're out of here. I'm hitting the button. Have a
Night,
safe
fellas.
weekend, y'all.